Brendan Greeley gets us started with our morning, and I mean it. It's a must-read. Brendan, help us out.
I don't understand how you can expect me to do anything. I'm actually just flipping through the New York Post right now. So we know that Sony was hacked, and we know that some things were revealed, but now people are beginning to read emails, and we're really understanding how Sony works and how Hollywood works. Here's an email from Scott Rudin. He's a producer at Sony, and he's talking about Angelina Jolie's Cleopatra, which I didn't even know was in production. He says, I'm not remotely interested in presiding over a $180 million ego bath that we both know will be the career-defining debacle for us both. And that was about the most printable thing, the most printable thing that was said about any Hollywood star.
You've led us, but Brendan, you've led us with this on this cyber thing. This is it.
This is what I think. So this is true in the government. I think it's true in private industry as well, is that there's this idea that you can pay someone to come in and make you cyber safe. But what you really need to do is change behavior. There was terrible behavior inside Sony. They had things on servers they shouldn't have had on servers. They wrote things on emails they shouldn't have put in emails. This is Sony's fault, not for being hacked, but for having terrible corporate
Scarlet,
culture.
Is it Sony's fault, or is it just the way communication has evolved?
No, it's not Sony's fault. It's the individual's fault.
People used to talk this way, person to person. Now they're doing it.
But do you need a company policy to assuage?
You have to remind people that everything you write could end up on Bloomberg or the front page of the Wall Street Journal.
Do you find yourself doing that at work on a daily basis?
Thinking about it, certainly, yes. Now, in a business such as entertainment, of course, passions run high.
Emails, people. I can't believe.
I've been emailing whilst I've been on. The things I've been saying about. No, you don't get into that territory. You're sitting there. You're a Turnbull and Asser suit and tie. You can't say that.
You know, another thing that Scott Rudin wrote, which another printable excerpt of his email, was that she's a camp event and a celebrity, and that's all. And the last thing anybody needs is to make a giant bomb with her that any fool could see coming. Damning words, especially as we get towards award season. Remember, they're announcing the Golden Globe nominations.
Says that was so much more authority than you or me.
Angelina Jolie, of course, is in prime position because she directed Unbroken, and based on a bestseller. She's getting ready to ramp it up for award season for a Best Picture, Best Director nomination.
I just think it makes me a little sad because I feel like if all of our internal emails were revealed, it wouldn't be nearly this juicy or fascinating. Of course, Angelina Jolie doesn't work here.
You just speak for yourself. Maybe Tom's emails are.
Perhaps, yes.
Well, what about what? I mean, this is like we're learning the digital age painfully. Slow motion.
Well, no, but this is. I mean, people used to write letters, and they used to write. They would write their views on people. I mean, nothing new in that sense. The only thing is, as we were saying in relation to insider information as a parallel, is that it's much more immediate, it's much more accessible, it's much more dangerous.
And it doesn't die.
Instant,
you don't find out.
Well, unless it has to be forgotten.
I'm with you. I don't think that people are any worse than they ever were, right? You know, colonial letters were venal and nasty, but you can control your own papers in a way that you can't control your own.
Well, no, that wasn't the case. I mean, people die and then the papers get revealed.
Well, yes.
Really? But so no, and statutes of limitation expose people's private papers.
You don't find out for maybe years and years after it's done, and if you're dead, you don't care so much.
Are people this careless in government?
They have been in the past, but, you know, I've got a general rule, and I think it actually makes you sort of better in general, and that is don't create the content.
Amen.
And so I'll go back to think about the picture of Mayor Giuliani in drag. Maybe he's okay with that, but it's a scary picture. So if you don't create the content, you're better. And the same with internal emails.
I don't.
Just don't say something that you don't want released.
You've got to block
anything I have to say about Scarlet Fu is never typed.
Yeah, but Bart, if Bart has, you've got to block your emails if you use the word Geithner or Bear. Email doesn't go out.
No longer, because Sheila Bair just joined the global law firm of DLA Piper.
There you go. Very good. That's a shameless plug.
Started the other day.
Get that in there. That's a shameless plug.
Outrageous. Outrageous.